Hi, thanks for joining me. Okay, so you're a small business owner. We're almost at the new year. What is going to be your big goal or big set of goals for 2024, and how are you going to get there? I was just reading an article from another coach about goal setting versus not goal setting, and I thought this was really interesting. I had played around with this idea long ago. I had read some other articles about people who did non-goal setting as a way to move forward, and it reminded me of something pretty profound that I want to share with you because obviously at this time of year is, if you want to double or triple your business over the next 6 to 12 months, figuring out what you want it to be and how to get there is really important. So what this article made me realize and think back to was, let me give you a little bit of history about my own business. So I'm a business coach, as you probably know or may know. Hopefully you do. And I've been doing this for 17 years, going on 18 years now. In the beginning, most of my clients were service-based entrepreneurs who were looking for more clients themselves. So I was doing a lot of coaching on marketing and sales and networking and helping them to grow their business that way by getting more clients. So where this idea of not goal setting comes in is one of my earlier clients was a chiropractor who hired me because she said, Jason, my business is really just hanging on. I'm not making anywhere near the amount of money that I need to be making to help support my family or that I thought I'd be making. And so, I know you specialize in marketing and sales, and I really need help getting more patients in. So we went ahead and had a consultation and decided, yes, this is a great fit. Let's work together. So we started working together, and she came to, her first couple of sessions. We created a lot of goals around how many new clients she wants and what that would look like and how she would get them. And then we came up with some action steps for her and said, okay, go ahead and go do, now that session's over, here's your marching orders, so to speak, for the next week. Go, do these things, tackle them, handle them. So she did. She left the session. Then she came back the next week, and I said, "Great. So first thing before we get started, I want to know what were the good things that happened since we spoke last." And she said, "Well, we had created these action steps and these goals for me to work on, and I was really busy and I couldn't get to them. It was stuff like posting on Facebook and having X number of conversations and meeting people and going to networking events and things like that." So I said, "Okay, that's fine. Well, let's take a look at your schedule and see what you can do over the coming week, and figure out the next how you can move forward with these same action steps because they still sound good, right?" She said, "Yes." It's okay, great. Let's do that. So we did that and planned out her action steps for the coming week. She came to the next session. I say, "So what good things happened? How did everything go?" She goes, "Jason, I didn't have time this week. I couldn't get to any of these things." I was like, "All right." So after this happened like two or three times, I said, "Well, hold on. Let's something's going on here. Let's take a look at this. If you were to have 5 to 10 new patients walk in the door right now, would you be able to handle them? Could you take them?" She was like, "Oh, no, I couldn't. There's no way." Okay. Well, then obviously that's a problem, right? You can't take on new business if you don't have capacity. And it sounds like you are just working tons of hours right now. Your energy's low, your focus isn't great, and you're not able to get to do these things. It's just because you're too busy. So let's take a look at what's going on instead. So we like scrapped the whole marketing and sales coaching and, went to, okay, where's the real problem right now? Let's forget about this other stuff because that's not going to help you. Let's look at stuff that, will help you. So we found out that she had one admin person worked for her. It varied between part-time and full-time. And she was doing a lot of work herself. She was turning over patient rooms herself. She was doing medical records herself. She was doing a lot of insurance billing. Um, she would get interrupted by her admin person with questions often. So all of this was really slowing down, her productivity and her effectiveness in running her business. So the idea of no goal setting was, like I said, we scrapped the idea of let's get you more patients right now. And here are the numbers that we want to hit and the number of patients and how you're going to get them. And we scrapped all that and just said, look, let's focus on what you need to work on right now to make this all better for you. And then we can go back to that stuff. But what ended up happening is we figured out a lot of different systems, habits, mindset, um, employee development, delegation, getting past mental fears about delegating more and giving more responsibility to her staff. We worked on all these things, putting in systems so her staff would interrupt her less. And with only things that were really urgent, and how to empower them and train them to find answers on their own. So we did all these different works, right? We cut her work hours. So she actually started going home earlier. She was a lot less stressed. Things were more organized, more orderly. She was able to get a lot more done each day. And so we actually never really got back to the sales and marketing stuff, right? And her engagement with me ended. Um, and she was in a much better place. And that was great. And then fast forward 6 months later, because now she actually became my chiropractor, and I went in for an adjustment. And first thing before our session started is she said, Jason, I got a bone to pick with you. I was like, all right, is that a chiropractor joke? What's going on? She's like, no, I just came back from my CPA's office, and I owe him a lot of money, and that's your fault. I was like, oh no, what did I do? And I was like thinking, oh my gosh, did I give some bad advice that I wasn't supposed to do? Did I say something like gave legal advice that I shouldn't have? I was like racking my brain. Okay, well, tell me what happened, what happened. And she said, no, nothing, calm down. It's just that my business has grown so much. There's so much more work for him to do that I owe him more money, but that's because of you. And I really appreciate she gave me this huge hug. I was like, oh, wow. And then she punched me in the arm, which was kind of funny. Anyway, the point is that we scrapped the goals, right? We scrapped the number of new patients, the dollar amounts that would bring in, how she was going to do it, Facebook networking events, this and that. Instead, we just focused on fixing the problems that were right in front of her. And that was about productivity, efficiency, employee development, delegation, being confident in herself as a great manager, a great boss, a great motivator, and opening capacity and opening space and opening up her work-life balance so she could spend more time with her family, not stay at the office so late, not have to get in so early. And in doing all of that, her business exploded. And so because we scrapped those goals, I didn't even, with a lot of my clients, I do keep metrics, and I know how much growth they've seen. And that's how I know that most of my clients do double or triple their business within 6 to 12 months of when we start working together. And we don't even usually work together that long. It's just that's the results that they see and the growth they see based on the stuff that we do for the time that we do work together, which is incredible. But with her, since we had scrapped the goals, I wasn't keeping track of that. So I don't know how much her business grew. I wish I did. I wish I could say it was exactly this much, but I know it was a lot. I know she was extremely appreciative of it. So anyway, going back to goal, do you set goals or do you not? Well, that depends. With most of my clients, I say, yes, set goals. And we do that to this day. This client I worked with, the chiropractor, off the top of my head, I want to say this was probably about 9 years ago, maybe even a little bit more than that, maybe 11 years ago. But to this day, do we set goals? Yes. Do we stick to them diligently and let that rule our engagement and what we're focusing on? No. We set the goals, we set it in your mindset as your intention, like this is what we're going to see happen. And then we focus on the more important things. Okay, what do we need to do in order to be able to create space, create freedom, create confidence, create systems, inspiration, help your intuition get better, your leadership, so that then you can focus on the things that will lead you to those goals. And we work on those. And that's what helps people to really be able to explode their business while they're cutting their stress, cutting their work hours. So, many of my clients, yeah, they're able to, double or triple their business within 6 to 12 months. They're able to cut their work hours, enjoy life more, enjoy business more, have employees who are incredible at what they do. If this is what you want, it's the new year right now. So I'm offering a 2024 business breakthrough coaching session to help you put those goals in place, figure out what they are, look into them a little bit, but more importantly, look past the goals and figure out what are those things that we just talked about? What are the things that you need to tweak, fix, enhance, create, develop, that will allow you the space, the energy, the clarity, the focus to then do the things that you need to do to achieve those goals, because that is what will help you to achieve them. So I'm going to put the link down below here if you are in the comments. And if you'd like to grab right now, it's complimentary because we're at a new year. I'd love to help you move forward quickly, help you create some action steps right off the bat, help you to really get a full idea of what your vision is, a really inspiring vision for you, what your business is now, what you'd love for it to look like a year from now, even further down the road. What would be your ultimate business success and what would that look like and how great would that be? So I want to help you get clear on all those things. What kind of support do you have from staff or from, people outside of your organization, strategic partners, referral partners? Who's supporting you to these goals? What does your pay look like? What does your work, schedule and your work-life balance look like? What does life outside of work look like? What's important to you? Are you focusing on your health? What does that look like? Are you putting money away for retirement? Are you reducing debt? What are the things that are most important to you right now? So whatever those are, starting with the business and then moving into personal areas, we'll focus on those. I'll also help you to uncover the challenges and even the hidden blind spots that could be sabotaging your efforts or stopping you from achieving those, so that you can get really clear and know what those are. And then the last thing we'll do is help you to create a 3-stage plan over the coming year so you know exactly what areas to focus on, what to do, and how to see your business grow and achieve the lifestyle that you want faster than you thought possible. So we'll do that. And then the last thing is I want you to leave the session feeling renewed, re-inspired, re-energized to see your business bring you everything that you want in 2024, because so much is possible. People can make such huge jumps. I've seen my clients, do it. I've been able to do it. When you just clean up a few problem areas, put the right strategies, right systems, right habits, upgrade a few skills. A lot of times it's just making tweaks. Like I had a client, Greg, who wanted to work, he was working 80 hours a week and he wanted to work 2 hours a week. So he had, we went through this same session that I'm sharing with you. We went through this together. And what I was able to determine from that session was he had a really great foundation in place. Like I said, most people just need tweaks. And I said to him, Greg, you want to work 2 hours a week instead of 80 hours? He said, yes. I asked him, how long have you been working on reducing this? He said, 6 months. I said, how much progress have you made? He's like, 0. I'm still at 80 hours. I said, okay, fair enough. You have a really great foundation in place. Here are a couple focus areas for you, that I can help you with. And here's what you need to do. And I said, I think we can get you there, honestly, in 2 months, maybe 3, just be on the safe side. He said, okay, great. Let's do it. So we did. We ended up working together and I coached him. Guess how fast he got there. And I just love this. It took him 1 month to go from 80 hours a week to 2 hours a week in his work. And that's just tremendous. Then he was able to focus on other business ideas that he had, other passions of his. And he was able to, get in and do that and really just run this, this property development business. He was able to run this at a very high level, come in and do some negotiations with really big clients and just delegate the rest and have other people run it for him. And that was great. So go ahead, sign up for the 2024 Business Breakthrough Coaching Session. I'd love to support you. It's complimentary. It's usually a $500 session, but right now, because we're at the beginning of the year, I want to help as many people as I can. The spaces are limited, so I'm not going to be able to help everybody. So that's why you go ahead and schedule it now. Get on my calendar. There'll be a short questionnaire after you schedule that I'll email to you. You can go ahead and fill it out anytime before our call, just as a way to get started and get some of those juices going, some of the ideas going, help you to expand your vision of what you really want, what's going to be really awesome for you. And, here's to 2024. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and I'm excited to support you. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, just go ahead, grab this session. I'll help you through it. It's just a one-time deal. And after that, if you do want some more information about my coaching program and how it works, and if there's a fit to work together, I can share that with you. And if not, no worries. That's cool too. I'm just here to help you. I want to see you do amazing. I love serving small business owners who have more on their to-do list and they have time to get it done, and that stops them from achieving the really big things that they want. So go ahead, sign up below, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much, and Happy New Year. Bye.